I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring a new member. And Asuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep now. I can't tell if she's really an airhead or she just have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waking her up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sit inside and idle in front of the crosswalk and let her catch up to me.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Swag-Taker.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be me, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students, making it their daily commute.
By the way, Swag-Taker, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking for one.
Not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. One of our many conversations where, I dismissively go along with whatever she's going about. She likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize and have skills before college. Your happiness is easy, really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
All right. I look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs! So everyone wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori! Sayori must have come into class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
well, that you come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there's no way I'm going to your club.
Meeting?
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I ever was aware. In fact, I'm 9.10 for sure. She just wanted to get in to help for the fun. Since she was the first one to show interest, she became the vice president. That said, my interest in literature is going to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring a new member. And Asuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep now. I can't tell if she's really an airhead or she just have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
And thus, today marks the day that I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Oh, Sweat Taker. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible cute girls, though.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Nasuki.
No.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Nasuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, I guess, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Nasuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Nasuki, though. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Sweat Taker.
She smiles so sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we're rarely talk, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so generally feels a little, why she bending like that? You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Sweat Taker. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Okay, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then, how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged for them a table. As Saria mentioned, it's being widened so that there's one space next to Monica. Nasuke and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Nasuke grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Nasuke proudly marched back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Ooh.
Nasuke lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Nasuke.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take them.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, and I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to eat icing off her face. I turn to the cupcake around with my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Nasuke gets quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Nasuke.
Why are you thinking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you were technically dead. Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy.
All right. I give up Nasuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table eating with a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I'll enjoy the tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider it a literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any other major club. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major club. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budgets and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And it's encouraged others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. So, different girls all interested in the same goal? Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all here, delighted by the idea of being a member or joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So I take it, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read in the past years, I don't really have a way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quickly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perked up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed to be reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot more lately.
I read horror book once. Desperately got something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. But someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Oh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
Look, what? What gives you that idea?
We left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. Here, give me that back.
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori saddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No, no.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't want them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sure, that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work, you can take example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit silent for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzical at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do that.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't it right, Swag Taker?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining a club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sawyer may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls looked back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry, I thought.
No.
Spot taker.
You all are defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, if I decided then, I'll join a literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Saria wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just come up with the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed.
And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting. One again, note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem. So I think I'll look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah, I can really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Swag taker, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between four girls. Sayori, Nasuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a liturgy club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make some of most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.